Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Stellaris, continuing on with my Redwall Abbey playthrough. It looks like I've been missing some techs as the war has continued here, so we got that one strategic resource. We'll have to see if this is something that is at a system level or a planetary level, because it seems like they have changed that aspect. But if it is at a system level, we're finding that phenomenon where within your own space, strategic resources never show up. Alright, well, in any case, let's go ahead and pick our new research here. So we have actually two things that have unlocked recently. We're going to start with our society research. So an upgraded biolab would be nice. Army upkeep, I don't really care right now. Hydroponic farm upgrade would be very useful. And then the Xeno Zoo, we do have on one of the planets, I think, something that might be used for this. I'm not exactly sure. It does produce some society science, which would be nice. Well, I think I have to go with the upgraded hydroponic farm, because one of our planets is a little bit lacking in food. Alternatively, I could go with the Xeno Zoo. Or the biolab. Either of those I think would be good. Because I think this only helps really one planet, I'm tempted not to do it, and I'm tempted to do the Xeno Zoo instead, which would give us more society research. We're not actually lacking in that, though. Alright, I'll go with the hydroponic farm then. Alright, so we can upgrade our engineering facility. We can do fighters, which I might do, because it's not something I did in my previous playthrough. And then we can upgrade the defense station. And then we have yet another strategic resource here. I'm going to go with the fighters, I think, to do something a little bit different. And at the moment, we have the ability to get a bonus here. We could also get a bonus for the defense station as well. But I kind of like the idea of doing the fighters and bombers here. Because of the nature of our race, it's a race that breeds rapidly, so we'd be using kind of swarming tactics. I'll do that. Carrier options. I don't know how effective carriers really are in combat, but I guess we'll find out one way or another. Okay, so I believe, where is our main attack fleet going? It's going to attack there. That's just a science ship, so I don't really care. Where's our science ship? If I remember correctly, did we not have a scientist die? I'm not really sure. Oh, our science ship's all the way over there. I believe we had a scientist die on us when we were going to recruit another one at the end of the last video, if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll recruit, and what do we got? We've got careful, anomaly risk failure chance, biology, and particles. I kind of want a research bonus of some kind, and we could just send out the resilient guy to do our sciencey stuff, because he doesn't have any bonuses, although he's very skilled. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the scientist that is got a bonus. I'm going to take the younger of the two. I think this one probably will be more useful, but this guy's younger, so he'll live longer, which is a definite problem with my race. Okay, so let's go and switch that out. So we're going to want this guy switched out for this guy. Oh, you know what? That bonus actually will apply now. So let's grab... No, we're not renaming you. No, stop that. Okay, and then we're going to need to grab the other guy for physics research. Ah, there we go. I didn't even know that that would be applying in this particular instance, but it did, so we're good to go. All right, so now we need to assign somebody to our science vessel, which is going to be this guy. How much longer he'll live, I don't know. He is resilient, so that means he'll live longer than normal. And I definitely would like to come in and pick up a lot of this debris, because debris gets you a lot of progress towards science. I think I'm going to stay away from the ones that are on the edge, though. Let's start with this one. That should be actual military ships. Then we'll do this one, this one, this one, and this one, and then we'll do this one. I don't want to be too close to where the jump point is, because enemies will jump here and instantly kill my science vessel. That's what happened. My science ship got blown up, and I had to build another one. That's why it's over at Mossflower. I remember now. All right, I think we're pretty much ready to go, so... And we also have a transport fleet, and it is also on its way. It's going to get there quicker than the rest of my fleet, so we're just going to probably have to keep it out of combat. Alright, so as soon as we arrive, we're just going to kind of... Oh, it doesn't look like they've built another space station. So we might be okay here. Looks like there's a little bit of a delay once you jump before you can do things again. That's something I have to get used to. Okay. Fleet needs to come in and bombard. I guess we can go ahead and enter orbit here. I'm not going to land the armies until I'm sure that the defenses are down. Ooh. We got a enemy fleet jumping into this system. Where are they? Okay, they jumped in. They're probably going to jump right back out. But I am going to try and engage them if I can. Because there's going to be a delay before they can move, I think. I have a feeling we're not going to get there in time. They're probably just going to jump out. Oh, no, they're going to engage. Probably because they think they might be able to go after the transport ships. But either way, this gives me victory points, so...
Hostile fleet engaged.
This shouldn't take too long. It's only a couple of ships.
Situation log updated.
Alright, let's come over here. Start bombarding here. I might even be able to get peace with these guys. I don't remember how peace works. We can negotiate. So we ask them... Alright. So, I can get everything but the humiliate for right now. I think we're going to stick in, and we're going to get that, though, because I want to humiliate them. I want to get that influence, so... That's not too much longer. I think if we land on this planet, it probably will be enough of a victory. Our admiral has just died. That's okay. I think the war's not going to last much longer. I don't know if we're in orbit yet. Okay. Oh, we're in orbit of the wrong thing. Let's make sure these guys are in orbit of the right thing. Alright. Now we're going to need to come here. We've got our bombardment set to the right thing. And we'll just watch as the defenses go down. I'm going to keep a view on the rest of my empire, though. Now, one thing I think I'm going to want to do here, though, is on Redwall. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go through some of my planets here. So, we got an upgrade potential here. We're behind on physics, so we'll do that. Trying to remember. This is one of those areas I could build visitor center, yes? Okay. I'll build it right next to these guys. Why not? And when that is built, I want that population point to be on top of it. All right. And also, let's go back on that planet. I mean, we've got more food to produce here. Sure, build a hydroponic farm. I don't care. I mean, this planet is ridiculous for its food production. What else we got going on? The things are looking pretty much good here. I'm gonna go ahead and just build. How about you go on the science instead? We don't really need more food production on that planet right now. And this is the planet where we're having no growth whatsoever. Alright. And then Navi can upgrade. And population points on things that don't have buildings. We're looking for that. I don't necessarily see anything, although there will be somebody popping here, so I'm going to build a power plant. And then Redwall, we should be good. Okay, well, I think we're pretty much situated. But Redwall, I was going to do something. I would like a colony ship. We're at war, but hey, look at that. There's a colonizable world. It's because we gained access to it. So let's take a look at the world. So nothing really here telling me that it's... Oh, we haven't surveyed it yet. It'd probably be a good idea to survey it before we land on there. As a matter of fact, we might have to. But look how many habitable worlds we have now. That's pretty fantastic. All right, well, in any case, let's just go ahead and continue here. Let's go to our fleet. Oh, they've almost knocked down the defenses. That should be it. Yeah, all right, so let's go ahead and attack here. With the fleet, or the troops. Looks like our army's doing quite well. And this will probably be all she wrote as far as the war. We didn't have that many demands, which I think is appropriate for the kind of empire we're trying to...
Enemy planet secured.
Okay, with the Republic rivalry, okay. There is the invasion. Look at that. That is quite a bit of a war score here. So, I'm going to go ahead and negotiate at this point. So, we're going to gain the planet over here. Alright, so we want all of that. We're going to humiliate them. We're going to make them stop their atrocities, so they're going to ban slavery and purging, which will give us 100 influence. We'll get another 100 influence for humiliating them, which will reduce their influence gain and happiness. And we'll also seed the planet, as we mentioned, which will be this one, which will allow us a lot of expansion. And we've also crippled their border presence because we took out a couple outposts as well. So we'll send these demands. I don't think we can get anything else out of the war, to be honest with you. So I think it's a good point to go ahead and pull out. Okay, so we managed it. So, once my science ship is done with what it's done, I think it's time to start colonizing. As a matter of fact, I'm tempted to get another science ship, because I have a lot to do here. I have a lot of debris to pick up. And a lot of things to do in general. I actually have control of more planets than I can currently hold. So that is one thing I want to deal with. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take Up and Prime over here. It has a lot of room still for upgrades. So I don't like handing it off, but I think we can hand it off to the Anacris Prime sector pretty easily. So let's go ahead and do that. Planets and sectors. Go to the Anacris Prime, manage sector, and we'll just add the open system to that. That reduces how many planets we have control over. We'll go ahead and close that. So now we have the planet that we just gained. So we're going to build a spaceport there for sure. And what do we have on the surface? So we have the newly conquered race. And they're not particularly happy with me, which I'm not too surprised. Man, they have a lot of lack of buildings here. All right, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to appoint a governor. This guy's available, so we'll take him. Although, actually, I want the blocker clearer, so I'm going to take this guy instead, who's on that planet there. And where are we still building things? Here? All right, you can take the governor that gives us that stuff. That's good stuff. All right. On the surface here, we've got the blockers we need to clear. So we'll go ahead and clear that one. We also have buildings that need building. So I don't have anything that directly affects happiness at the moment. But, like, for instance, why is there... kind of wonder what this gray means. Oh! Pre-sentient. Oh, so this guy here, the snakeoid guy, although he looks very similar to the Tzin people, he's not a controllable population. Interesting. So they must have colonized a world that already had people on it. Interesting. Okay, well, in any case, let's start building some things here. We'll build... you know what? I'll wait. It's fine. We'll let them do the blocker clears and all that. And I'm assuming, yeah, okay. Non-aggression pact. I think most of that stuff doesn't really matter to us because it's all stuff that's down here and far away from us. All right. Our construction ship is going to have a lot of things to do in the future as well, as soon as we have these worlds surveyed. Although maybe not, on the other hand, because, well, there should be damage from the war. And you are within that guy's space. Matter of fact, we helped out our ally, I think, quite a bit there. Alright. So our armies... I think I am going to just disband them. I don't think we need to keep them around. Actually, let's just disband all. And our main fleet needs to come back to... At this point, I don't know if Mossflower is the right place to be. I think actually we want to be in space here because that's kind of in the midpoint of our sausage-like empire. So I'm curious, are the Tzin Centralized Suns still at war? They are. They're at war with the Juven State and the Galactic Recessi State. Don't know how well that's going for them. I actually don't know if I can tell that. That's something you could tell in... War score 9, so I'm assuming they're winning based off of that, because it would be a negative number if they weren't. I'm surprised how, considering how devastating our attack on them was. They pretty much lost like half of their controlled space due to us. I mean, we only gained one planet, but we took out 2 outposts, which means that, see all these star systems? They had control over those before this war. And I also have gained a lot of the star systems. All these gray ones, those were star systems that they previously controlled. So they lost quite a lot of their space
Research complete.
to that war. Okay, so which research did we just do? Alright, so that. Okay, now we've got leadership Xenos allowed. I like that because we do now have more races within our empire. Psi Warriors shows up again. Very expensive tech, though. Also, environment adaptation, or adaption. That would be very useful, considering the fact that we were forced to inhabit planets that were not very habitable to our race. This would be pretty good. Monthly influence would also be good. It also gives us another building, Empire Capital Complex. I think I'm going to go with the leadership Xenos allowed, though, because the longer we go without this, the more unhappy other races in our empire will be. So I think we should do that. And we do have the bonus as well for it, so that's good. Where is the... Because we're getting a lot of messages about the Julian... Oh, they're over there. Okay, again, I don't really care about those guys. I more care about what's bordering me. This guy, these 2 empires are my allies. And these guys were our previous enemies, and these are another rival here. And I don't remember if I'm rivaled with the Juven state. I'm going to assume so. And I'd say they're probably the most powerful of the adversaries we could have. As a matter of fact, let's take a look. How are the rest of the empires we know? So pretty much everybody is inferior to me now, except for my ally. Here is equivalent to me in every way but naval capacity. The Tzin centralized suns, the guys that we just smacked around, are inferior to me in every way but technology, which is one of the reasons that they were potentially a dangerous foe. The Resethi state previously was on level with me. Let's see if we can find them. They're in here somewhere. Oh, Galactic. I was looking for an R. G. There they are. They are inferior, but they're okay as far as technology. It's possible fleet power is pathetic because they took a lot of casualties during the war. So I do have to keep that in mind. Oh, and we've been repaired. I was wondering what that sound effect was.
Updated.
Alright, we have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Netrus system. These strange objects have been flagged as the Gimel aliens. Alright, I would like to see where that is. Or they run away. Possible they are already... Oh, no, here they are. So I'm just gonna slow down the game here so that we can take a look at them before they jump out. That's definitely a ship. If it's a ship, I could start a research project on it. If I get to it first, I get influence, if I remember correctly. So, probably worth doing. Yeah, see, I get influence for doing this. So I think it's worth doing. In the past, I'd ignored it because this kind of thing happens automatically. Oh, I'm surprised I even know about that ship over there. Wonder if that's a bug of some kind.
Special project complete. Research complete.
Oh, after translating their language, we've established communications with them. There they go. Okay, so... Sladian Confederacy. Inquisitor Julad and the rest of the religious council bids you greetings. We provide spiritual guidance to the Saldean Confederacy, and our stated goal is to lead this great nation on a path to salvation. Do not cross this path, and we may live in friendship. So they're spiritualist, they are militarist, and they are individualist. So we have one common trait and one trait that is counter. And then this militarist doesn't really matter to us. So probably the best approach here is love is friendship set to music. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at them. Did we already take a look at this? No, we didn't. New research. So let's see. We've got another strategic resource. Colony development speed. I don't know if I'm going to prioritize that. Assist research. I'm not prioritizing because of our lack of science ships and scientists. And overall survey speed, I may take, but there's one problem with that. Oh, you know what? Automated exploration. Order the science ship to automatically explore. I wonder if automatic exploration, though, you don't any longer need a scientist. Because that would be useful to my race. Oh. We had time going, and although it looked like it was in slow motion or something. Okay, this is tough. I actually don't know what to choose here. We could do plasma throwers, which we do have some progress to. That was the weaponry that our opponent had in the last war. I don't know how much better it is than our current tech. I could check. Let's see. Ship designer. You know, as a matter of fact, probably need to redesign this ship. So while we're here, let's see what our coil guns do. So 11 to 39 at medium, 25 to 84 at large, and cooldown 3.5 seconds, accuracy 67%, range is 85. All right, so we kind of get an idea there. Let's now take a look at our research here. So 35 to 61, I think minimum damage is higher, but I think maximum damage is lower, range is lower, cooldown is higher. Accuracy is higher, though, so there is a little bit of balance here. I would say pretty close, maybe. Let me take a look at the ship designer one more time just to confirm some of the things I saw. So, yeah, so more maximum damage with kinetic, but lower minimum damage. Shoots faster, and it is longer ranged, but accuracy is slightly lower. So, although we get more accuracy the smaller we go with our kinetic weapons. I mean, it might be worth having a couple different weapon types. Another thing I want to take a look at in the ship designer is how do these weapons affect things? Because usually weapons have some kind of modifier. So it ignores 30% of armor, and it does plus 33% shield damage. Okay, so that's what we've got there. The plasma thrower, on the other hand, ignores 90% of armor, but it does less shield damage. So it looks like this isn't really the kind of weapon maybe I want to go with. As we already do a lot of damage to armor with our kinetic weapons. So we need something that would balance with that idea, something that probably goes after shields more or specializes on shield attacks. So I don't think I'm going to go for that just now. I think I'm going to go with the survey speed, although I'm not necessarily happy with any of these techs. I'm almost wondering, do I go with assist research just to get it out of the way? I don't know. Yeah, I hate this draw. This is not a great draw. I'll take the colony ships. That does help us a little bit for the future. Okay. And I am still in slow motion. I must have really slowed down time. All right. And we still haven't researched... Oh, no, we have. Okay, so that was the one research I missed. All right, so... Moss flower, Redwall. Oh, we can upgrade things with food production. I'm not going to worry about it on our main planet. What I could do is I could look at this and I could go, okay, so what produces me the least amount of food? And I could, from there, just upgrade... Oh, speaking of upgrades, we can upgrade our capital. Can we do that on other worlds? Yes, we can. Don't know if I'm gonna, though. Now, on Navi, that makes sense to upgrade food production, so... Let's go ahead and upgrade that one. And I see no reason to not upgrade the planetary administration to the planetary capital. Other than the fact that it eats a lot of influence to do so. And we can do that on pretty much any of our worlds. And this would be us just spending the influence we got from the war. I think Navi Prime is such an important planet, it probably would be worth the influence. I have to keep in mind, though, I have to have influence around to spend on the colony ships, because those do cost influence, even if they're within my own space. Alright, well, anyway, I was going to go to Redwall. And Spaceport, we're going to need to upgrade. Matter of fact, I don't see a reason why not to just do that across the board. We don't have a space station here, so there's nothing to do there yet. And I also want to start building cruisers to fill out our fleet. Alright, let's speed things up.
Debris analyzed.
Ooh, and I didn't check out the other one. So this one gave us plasma throwers, space torpedoes. Ooh, space torpedoes might be good. And then engineering research. And pretty much the same thing here. And that's the one thing. I could technically unlock plasma torpedoes without having to do any research on it. So, what do we got here? Unemployment. Where do we have unemployment? On this planet. Okay. Well, I do need to start building buildings. You go there, and then you don't have unemployment anymore. Okay, so we need to start building buildings here. How are we on food production? Like, really, really crappy, huh? All right, go ahead and upgrade that. And then we'll build some buildings, I guess. So we want, wouldn't say there's a lot of minerals here, so as a matter of fact, how about you go somewhere that actually has more minerals to start off, then you build a mining network. That's a little bit better. But yeah, planetary growth is not going to be particularly quick on that planet. And our science ship is still having a lot of debris to research. But we're not going to be able to research the debris that is not within our space. So how much of that do we still have to go? Wow, a lot. And some of it's running out of... we're running out of time on. So we're probably going to lose some of this stuff.
Construction complete.
Alright. So we just finished all of our space stations. What modules do we have? Destroyer assembly yards and Corvette assembly yards. Destroyer assembly yards might be good. I think we actually do the production, though, of the cruisers over here, because that, you know, puts it with the fleet, which is already in orbit. So, first things first, we should design the cruisers. So, but honestly, this is, I think, a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.